4,000 miles away from his bedroom in the UK. Covering all your favorite sports, he's high in demand. From baseball to football, he's got every angle covered. He's gonna watch your team, even when they get smothered. It's Heist, it is Jolly Good Takes. Introducing your host, Liam.
Hello, and we're live for game number 2 in this three-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. Looking forward to this one. The Giants ran riot yesterday as they put up 18 runs en route to an 18-3 victory. We'll see if they can get the win today and take this three-game series against Chicago. Chicago, they've lost 18 of the last 24. So, look, this is a chance for the Giants to get a series win here against the Cubs. For the Giants today on the mound, it is going to be Landen Roupp. And the pitcher for the Cubs will be Ben Brown. So a good pitching matchup here. And the lineup Ben Brown will be facing for the San Francisco Giants looks like this. It'll be Casey Schmitt leading off the inning. Rafi Devers batting second. Luis Ariz batting third. Willie Adames, who hit 2 home runs yesterday, will be batting fourth. Jung-Hoo Lee will be batting fifth. Bryce Eldridge, who that's the guy we want to watch the most. He's batting sixth. Matt Chapman, who hit 2 home runs yesterday as well, including a grand slam. Eric Haas will be the catcher, and then Drew Gilbert will be the center fielder. So this should be a good one. We are about ready for game time at Wrigley Field, one of the nicest stadiums, if not the nicest stadium in all of baseball. Looking forward to this one. Hopefully, there's no weather delays. There's going to be weather all over the weekend, but hopefully that holds off. As the Giants, then they're 26 and 38, 12 games under 500. Not very good. They've got the third worst odds to win the World Series out of all 30 teams. So there you have it. That tells you the state of them. As Ben Brown is on the mound, and we are ready for the first pitch here. As Casey Schmitt is in the batter's box, Ben Brown, his windup, his pitch is a close pitch, and it's a called ball. And we get underway here on time, actually. As Schmidt takes up and in. And it's 2-0 to the Giants' best hitter this season. So 2-0 here to Casey Schmidt. He swings and misses there. I'll be back in a second. All right, hi Spencer, how you doing? Apologies there, just had to sort something out. As Casey Schmidt is retired, and here's Rafi Devers. How you doing, Spencer? Ah, no, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here now. Didn't miss anything anyway. As Devers takes a fastball down the middle there to even it at 1-1. 11:20 start for you over there, Spencer. Just just an evening game, normal evening game here. 7:20. As Devers takes outside and it's 2-1. So just on that, Casey Schmidt did fly out to the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki, for out number 1. don't think they're going to be scoring 18 runs today, but could be wrong. As Devers takes a curveball there down the middle to even it at 2-2. As Devers takes a fastball outside, and it's a full count. Keeping an eye on my cat who had a seizure last night. That is not good. Hopefully, your cat's okay. As Devers fouls off that pitch. That cannot be very nice. How old is your cat? As Ben Brown, he throws a fastball, knuckle curve, sinker, and changeup. And another payoff pitch here to Rafi Devers. 3-2 pitch here to Devers is fouled off, and it remains 3-2. Devers probably not lived up. Well, he definitely has not lived up to his contract so far. But he had a good May, so hopefully he can continue that in June. Not the best start to his June, though, I do say. Only 6, and he has saliva. Oh, that's not good. As Devers hits a line drive to right field, Suzuki in the corner will make a nice catch. Nice play there by Suzuki, who sits on his arse there after making that play. Normally, well, more of a DH Suzuki, but made a nice catch there for the second out of the inning. Ben Brown liked that one. Devers did not. I thought Devers definitely got a hit there, but it was taken away. Nice play there. So here's Luis Arise. He takes a fastball on the outside, and it's 1-0. Arise always takes the first pitch. Well, not all. I shouldn't say always. 90% of the time takes the first pitch. So you just got to throw him a strike, really. As there's a line drive, that's in the gap. That's going to get down. Is Arise going to try for 2? As Suzuki gets to it, he takes a wide turn at first base, decides against it, but it will be a 2-out single there for Luis Arise. That's not good. I hope your cat is okay, Spencer. Does he play with a lizard often then? Very different over here. You do not get lizards in the UK. As here's Willie Adamas. Adamas takes in the dirt, and it's 1-0. 1-0 here to Willie Adamas then, as he takes a curveball for a strike, and it's 1-1. And, um, Luis Ariz just keeps hitting, man. The dude just hits. That's what he does for a living. He just records hits. As Adamas hits a high drive to right field, Suzuki going back. He will have enough room, though, to make the catch, and that will end the inning. So a busy inning there for Suzuki. Adamas didn't hit that one too bad. I didn't see if the wind was blown in, because if the wind's blown in, if the wind was blown out, that maybe would have gone. As it is, the Giants fail to score, and we go to the bottom of the first. Kaka indeed. But they've got to be feeling good, the Giants offense. Yeah, I thought they had a chance off the bat as well. I think the wind is probably blowing in, but who knows? I'm actually gonna rewind the broadcast and see what the wind is actually doing. As the Giants are averaging 18 runs a game when Gary Pettis is their third base coach. Right, let's see what the wind is doing here. I didn't see a wind thing before the broadcast. So, City Giants broadcast. Let me see. Does the Cubs broadcast have it? Because at Wrigley Field, the wind is an important factor. There's going to be thunderstorms today. Oh my god. Well, if there's thunderstorms, then whichever team gets out to a lead, that'll be important. Okay, right. I've gone. I've skipped back. I couldn't see the weather, so I don't know if the wind's blown out. But we're live now. It's Pete Armstrong takes a strike from Landen Roupp, and it is 0-1. Pete Armstrong batting 248, one of the best in the business as he swings and misses, and it's 0-2. Well, one of the best in the business defensively. As an offensive player, he can be very, very streaky, almost like he belongs on the Giants. As Pete Armstrong hits a high fly ball, Jung-Hoo Lee in right field is coming in, still coming in, still coming in. That is telling me all I need to know about the wind. The wind is definitely blowing in. So could be a lower scoring game here today. As I am a big fan of rainstorms actually as well, and thunderstorms. Right now we have got heavy, heavy rain here in England. Last week it was near 100 Fahrenheit. This is Michael Conforto. He's going to probably hit a home run as he fouls that pitch off. Yeah, last week it was 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Now it is like 55 degrees and chucking it down with rain. But that's UK weather for you. As there's a strike by Landen Roupp. Ah, Spencer, come on. I know you're being sarcastic. As Conforto swings and misses at the changeup, and that will be the second out for Landen Roupp. Yet to throw a ball, which is what we like to see. That's the issue with Reap. Can he get his command focused? Because if he can, he's going to be a very good pitcher. His expected ERA is like 3.2. So then the underlying numbers still say he's a very good pitcher. His ERA has gone up though, as there's a now that was actually a strike, but the first ball for him by Roop was a strike, but they called it a ball, and the Giants won't challenge. So it's a 1-0 here to Michael Bush. As there is a strike. Well, Spencer, I didn't really jinx him though, because he actually threw a strike. And then that's actually the first ball he's thrown, but the umpire called it a strike. So we're actually at the correct count now. It's 1-1, just the wrong way around by the umpire. So yeah, 1-1 to Michael Bush. He takes a very close pitch. The Giants are actually going to challenge that pitch. Has tapped the head. Looks like that was a bit low to me actually, but we'll see. Spencer. Yeah, that is as close as it gets. 0 point well, actually, I've seen closer, take that back. 0.2 inches. So the Giants lose that challenge, and they're down to 1 challenge. It's 2-1 pitch here. Close again. You know, It's a 3-1 count, but he's thrown 4 brilliant pitches, Roop. Somehow Bush is letting off them. As there's a ball way inside, and that will be, as you said, Spencer, a walk. 2-out walk there. The Giants yesterday had a 2-out hit by a rise and then a Willie Adames bomb. Cubs fans will be hoping Bregman to hit a 2-run bomb here. As there's a foul ball, sharp foul ball, third base side. There. And there was 2 outs, Spencer. Come on, like, is it worth it? Unless you 100% know it's a strike. 2 outs, no one on, bottom of the first. I don't think that's worth it. As the 0-1 pitch here is fouled off again, and it'll be 0-2. A cutter there by Root. They got the ponchos on, some of the fans in Wrigley. They're prepared for the rain that may soon come. So 1-2 pitch here is a check swing, fouled just. It was a curveball that Bregman checked his swing, almost went around, hit the end of the bat, almost stayed fair, instead went foul, and we'll do it again. So 1-2 here to Bregman. There's a drive to left field, but it is foul. You've got to say, Roop has been the Giants' best pitcher this year, and he's got like a 4.2 ERA. So that tells you all you need to know about Giants starting pitchers. As the 1-2 pitch is outside there. It's 2-2. Yeah, that's what Bregman will do. As that one's in the dirt, that one gets away by Haas. But Bush will stay at first base, but it'd be a full count, and Bush will be going on this pitch. That was a proper wild one there by Root. Yep. Full count to Bregman. Root fires, and that is fouled off. Sinker at the top of the zone. Bregman put a good swing on that one. It looked like he was on that. Yeah. 8 pitches this at bat, and this will be pitch number 9 to Bregman. And that is a curveball inside, and that'll be another walk. And Root has walked the last 2 hitters. And that's the thing with Root. Can he lock in? Too many walks. Too many walks. As that will bring up Ian Happ. Happ batting 235. The 5th place hitter for the Cubs. There's another ball by Root. Come on, Root. You got to throw strikes. He was looking good the first 2 batters. He did. Ever since I said he's only throwing strikes. He's now thrown another ball as the rain is started to fall. The heavens have opened in Wrigley. The heavens have opened. As there's a ground ball foul, and it's 2-1. Actually, the only difference here is it's normally the Giants that are batting when the heavens open, so it's a bit different. Yes, I am drinking a Coke Zero. Yeah, I got one Coke Zero, and then I got a glass of water for after. As the crowd's making their way to shelter, we'll see how long they decide to stay out there for. As a 2-1 pitch here to Ian Happ. It's a ball, and it's 3-1. Yeah, it is proper pissing it down. So 3-1 pitch here to Ian Happ. Root fires. That's a drive to left centre field. Gilbert will come in. Gilbert, he has to lean forward there quite sharply to make the final out. We'll see what happens here with the rain. So we go to the top of the second, and it is nothing, nothing. Now the umpires here they'll be reluctant to take the players off, especially now they've started, because if you come off and it's an hour to 2 hour delay, then you're not sending Roop or Ben Brown back out there. So they got to try and just stay with it. We'll see though. At the end of the day, safety is the most important thing. So it's typical Midwest weather in Chicago. If it's stopping in 10 minutes, then they should be able to get through it. Well, I even the best weather reports out there are like not accurate at all. You can get the best of the best, and they still wouldn't know. That's the weird thing with weather. We were able to fly to the moon, but we can't predict what the weather's going to be like in 30 minutes. As the umpires are having a little meeting here, it looks like they're going to continue though. Yeah, as here's Jung Hoo Lee. Jung Hoo Lee takes high and outside, and now Ben Brown's doing the classic. I need a new ball. It's too wet. They've just got to tough it out. As there's a ball outside, and it's 2-0. See, it's always Jung Hoo Lee who's the batter when it's raining. By the way, so here to Jung Hoo Lee is a strike, and it's 2-1. Jung Hoo Lee batting 321 as there's a high pitch, and it goes 3-1. Yep, I think they're going to stop it. As a 3-1 pitch to Jung Hoo Lee is a high foul ball, and it's 3-2. 13-game hit streak for Jung Hoo Lee. He's 25 for 50 and 500. As there's a foul ball. Good fastball at the bottom of the zone. As the rain looks like it's a little less heavy now. Still falling down. It's always worse in person than it looks on camera. I tell you, I wanted to watch cricket earlier. As the 3-2 pitch to Jung Hoo Lee is a ground ball foul. I was trying to watch cricket earlier and it's raining here, so it's been cancelled all day, which is brilliant. Don't want the cricket and then the baseball to be cancelled. That'd be a disaster. As Jung Hoo Lee hits a high fly ball to left field, Hap in left will make the catch for the first down. This is why playing in San Francisco is great. You never ever have to worry. This is Bryce Eldridge. Oh, Spencer, cricket's great. As the 0 pitch here to Bryce Eldridge is a tad low, and it's 1-0. 1-0 pitch here to Eldridge is fouled off a sinker, hanging sinker by Ben Brown. That Eldridge only manages to foul off. Ben Brown just steps off the mound there, but he's going to be ready to go here. As Eldridge hits a foul ball, and it's 1-2. So you see, Spencer, what I've got here. I've got a cricket ball and a baseball, if I can hold it. They're basically the exact same size as the 1-2 pitch to Bryce Eldridge is a swing and a miss at the top of the zone. So Eldridge strikes out. So tell you, I've got to be honest. I prefer a cricket ball. A cricket ball is a thing of beauty. As Chapman gets hit by the pitch. There's a sinker up and in. Uh, I'm gonna guess again, no intention, but Chapman did hit a home run yesterday. Two home runs yesterday, including a grand slam. You're never going to eject the guy. It's raining. You don't think they would hit him on purpose, but you never know. I don't know what the Cubs are like. So Chapman is at first as the rain seems to have been slowing down here, and it looks like the game will continue as Haas takes a strike, a curveball there that caught the top of the zone. Haas, what a backup catcher he's been for 15 games, 4 home runs, batting 275 as he swings over that curveball, and it's 0-2. He uses a timeout as fans are making their way back to their seats here. And the umpires made the right call. As the 0-2 pitch to Haas is swung and a miss. Curveball again. That will end the inning. Well, Ben Brown is looking pretty good. Giants are struggling with his knuckle curve. So it's not going to be as easy today for the Giants as it was yesterday. For the Cubs, it will be Suzuki, Horner, and Ramirez. Horner is actually playing shortstop today, as Dansby Swanson gets a day off. Kanori C. Conforto hitting a home run today, Spencer. Probably be a walk-off home run as well. As the Tigers are losing 4-0. So Tigers have won 4 in a row. And just when everyone assumes they're going to trade Scuba, which they probably will, they got a bit hot, but they're losing 4-0 today. Well, Arsenal depends what your definition of played well is, really. They didn't create any chances. They didn't have one shot on target after they scored. They defended well, but they didn't offer anything going forward. So I wouldn't call that playing well. Yeah, yeah, defended okay. Look, at the end of the day, they got themselves into basically a 50-50 with the penalty shootout. But PSG were the better team. So here's Say Suzuki now. Roop will give him a strike there with the sinker. As there's a strike again, this time with the cutter. They are definitely, as a Suzuki hits a high fly ball to right. Lee will come in, make the catch. They are certainly one of the most hated fan bases in the country, that's for sure. Really, it's between them and Man United. You'd say within the older fans, mostly Man United, but the younger generation cannot stand Arsenal. As there's a ball to Nico Horner. Well, if they play like they played this season, there definitely will not be a dynasty, as it's 2-0. Although I tell you what, there's a strike. We definitely don't call teams dynasties here. You just say a period of domination. So you guys have definitely got a better word for that. As the Rise makes a nice play there as he finds it over to Devers for a second out to rob Nico Horner of a hit. Well, they're going to introduce these rules of where, you can only have 5 seconds over a throw in and I think 10 seconds on a corner. So Arsenal, at the end of the year, I was counting how long it took for them to take one corner as there's a strike to Ramirez. It took 50 seconds every corner. As there's a sharp ground ball through for Ramirez. That'd be a 2-out hit. So like all the base runners in this game have came with 2 outs. Arias hit a single with 2 outs. Root walked 2 batters with 2 outs. Chapman got hit with 2 outs, and now Ramirez has a hit with 2 outs. Well, the interesting thing with Arsenal and Arteta will be, will he start playing more expansive attacking football now that he's finally won the Premier League? Now there's less pressure. Will he actually go out there As there's a weak ground to Chapman. Chapman will fire it over to Devers to end the inning. We go to the top of the third, and it is 0-0 in Chicago. Gilbert, Schmitt, and Devers will be leading off. Yeah, no, Arsenal are the worst time wasters in England. Um, their manager annoys the crap out of me. Stay in your box. The guy loves running down, screaming in the fourth official's face. Just stay in your box, mate. Yeah. If he does the same, then they're not. Then no one's going to fear them, especially if they clamp down on all the pulling and shoving going on in the box as well. If they don't allow that, then their corners are going to be less effective. Lego head. So definitely not a fan of Arsenal, Spencer, are you? I'm just happy they didn't win the Champions League. That would have been insufferable if their fans won both. They would have been going, "Oh, champions of Europe." Oh, shut up. They had the easiest path to the final as well. Such an easy path. So Gilbert, yeah, well, I like Declan Rice, Spencer. Declan Rice is one of my favourite players. As a pitch here to Gilbert is outside and it's 1-0. A fastball there at 95 miles an hour. Ben Brown at 34 pitches. So he's thrown a few pitches for only 6 outs as Gilbert fouls off that curveball. And it's a 1-1. Gilbert batting 240, 286 on base, and a 384 slug. I thought his on base was going to be better than that. He had a good on base in the minor leagues, but just 46 points higher than his average, like it is for most of the Giants, as that one's high and it's 2-1. Do you see, Spencer? We lead the league in hits. As a 2-1 to Drew Gilbert is a line drive to left field. Is it fair? No, it's foul. It's 2-2. Yeah, you almost beat PSG as well. You lost some penalties, if I can remember. And at the time, no one was happy about that. But now look at them. As a 2-2 pitch to Gilbert is swung and missed on that curveball again. So there's one out here. No one on base. Yeah. So here's Casey Schmitt. He takes a sinker at the bottom of the zone for a strike. Yeah. I don't like PSG one bit, but I was happy when they won. As the 0-1 pitch Schmitt is fouled off his foot, and he will need a little time here to let the pain go away. Right off the inside, the big toe there, basically. Right off the big toe, that was. All these clubs with their oil money, it's annoying. Schmidt takes in the dirt. Just like, have some actual owners, not like Newcastle's owner. You got the bloody king of Saudi Arabia or prince of Saudi Arabia. Come on. As Schmidt, it's a weak ramble to Nico Horner. Horner running in, will fire it over to Bush for out number 2. So it's not clicking for the Giants offense yet. Yep, that's a joke. Oh, let's postpone your game so you can get the full week off. As Devers takes in the dirt. They did it again this year. They just they didn't have to play during the week. I think that's wrong. As Devers takes outside and it's 2-0. We'll see. Every inning, there's been a 2-out base runner. Ben Brown, the pitcher for the Cubs. As there's another ball and it's 3-0. Will the trend continue? Yeah. And they struggled at home this year, as that ball is high to Rafi Devers and there's a 2-out walk. So welcome to 2-out city, Rafi Devers. Yeah. As a nothing here. To Luis Ariz is outside, so that's 5 straight balls by Ben Brown. Tell you what, Spencer, as well. I actually was pro away goals, as the one I pitched to Ariz is a strike at the top of the zone. I'm like pro away goals, actually. I thought it made the ties more interesting. The away team had to attack. They got rid of that. I think most people would probably be in the camp of that was stupid, but personally, I like that. As Ariz takes outside and it's 2-1. As Luis Ariz hits a drive to centre field, Peter Armstrong will make the catch. That will end the inning. And we go to the bottom of the third. Still nothing. Yeah. The only thing is, right, the Premier League is superior, I would say, to all the other European leagues. So while Liverpool were never ever going to get to the semi-final or the final, you never know because of how much better the Premier League is. I tell you, It was an interesting game though. The second leg between Liverpool and PSG. Because you guys did get given a penalty that VAR overruled. If you had that penalty and it went in, it would have been interesting. As it was, PSG scored 2 great goals. Dembele with a brace. Yeah. With Klopp, you did well. Funny thing with PSG is I didn't think they were actually gonna win it again. No, it definitely wasn't a pen, Spencer, but if it was, it would have been interesting. Here's Pete Crow Armstrong. He swings and misses at the first pitch, and it's 0-1. As PCA used a timeout there. As there's a strike, and it's 0-2. Yep. I thought Bayern would as well. I was happy they beat Real Madrid though, as there's a foul ball. I can't stand Real Madrid either. Says a weak ramble. Adamas, he fields it. His throw to Devers on the jumping and fading away is not in time, and that'll be a infield single for PCA. And now you've got his speed on the basis for Michael Conforto. It was just one hopped to Adamas as Devers fell on his ass once he caught the ball. So that, yeah, as I said, that will bring up Michael Conforto, who swings at the first pitch, but he misses it, and it's 0-1. Conforto struck out in the first. Conforto's rocking a 850 APS with 4 home runs early this season. As there's a cold strike at the top of the zone, the fastball there. And it's 0-2 to the former Giant. 0-2 to Conforto is high, and it's 1-2. He set up that curveball low because he's thrown a couple of fastballs high. Yeah, 15 trophies. Says a pick-off attempt. There's not been like a really good Champions League final since Liverpool Milan, the 3-3. As there's a ground ball, Root will fire it over to Adamas, who will fire it over to Devers. That's a double play that I thought they were never going to get a double play from. I thought Root was just going to throw that over to first. Instead, he gambled with the throw to second. And there's 2 outs. Yep. I didn't see that coming. I thought, why is he throwing it over to second as PCA was the runner? And Conforto was slow enough there. So that's a double play as Bush takes a strike. And it's 0-1. Roop's at 44 pitches so far. He seems to, in most of his starts, he seems to be doing okay. And then he has one terrible inning. as there's a foul ball. Weird swing there by Bush. Checked his swing, but still kind of went and fouled that one off. Yeah. The uh the the most recent final I can think of that was entertaining, as I'll say after this pitch, as the 0-2 pitch to Michael Bush, is swung and a missed with the changeup. So Root, after the lead-off hit by PCA, will get out of that with nothing done there. And also, we had the first base runner with less than 2 outs. Yeah, my most memorable, enjoyable final, and you won't like this, Spencer, because Liverpool lost, was Liverpool v Real Madrid when Real Madrid won 3-1, and Karius had the game of hell as Bale scored twice, including an overhead kick. And I'm trying to think, who was it? Was it Benzema that scored the first one when Karius rolled it out straight to the Madrid player? I know Bale had a long range shot that Karius dropped as well. So you weren't a fan of that game, but I thought it was entertaining. Like when you guys beat Tottenham 2-0, that was not a great game. Yeah. Um, I think you may have played Real Madrid again. I think Courtois had a great game in that one. Um, the Man City one when they won 1-0 over Inter Milan, that was boring. PSG last year, that was a blowout. And then Arsenal this year, that was the PSG one. Arsenal, yeah, that's boring. Um, yeah, somehow now looking back on it, it's crazy. Tottenham Hotspur were in the final of the Champions League. They bite your hand off to qualify for the Champions League again. And so Willie Adamas will take a strike as he will lead off the inning for the Giants. And it's 0-1 as there is a strike to Willie Adamas. And it's 1-1. Yeah. Courtois, yeah. It's Adamas, it's a foul ball. 1-2 here to Willie Adamas. There's a little bloop off the end of the bat, but that will hold up for Pete Armstrong. I thought that was going to get down, but it just had backspin on the ball and it went out to PCA. Yeah, absolutely. Tottenham would just take finishing 10th as actually I'm looking at the England team for the World Cup has just came out. As is Jung-Hoo Lee. Jung-Hoo Lee takes high and outside and it's 1-0. Can Jung-Hoo Lee extend his hit streak, which is currently 13 games? As lead takes inside there, and it's 2-0. It's funny. It was raining not that long ago. Now the sun's out in Chicago. So 2-0 here to Jung Hoo Lee. There's a strike, curveball in there, and it's 2-1. Uh, yeah, Spencer. I wish it was coming home. 3-1. We'll see. I think England have the best players. I think that England have had the best players the last two World Cups. There's just always the pressure. As the 3-1 pitch to Jung Hoo Lee is a drive to left field. That one, though, will hold up there for Ian Happ, who'll make the catch. My pick is Spain. They they have the superstar in Lamau. It's his Bryce Eldridge. Come on, Bryce, come and do something. They obviously have Lamine Yamal, um, but they're just a good team, not a bunch of individuals. A good team, as it's 1-0 to Bryce Eldridge. France are probably more talented than England, but I'm not feeling it for the French. As Bryce Eldridge hits a high pop up, Pap running to his left will make the catch in foul territory to end the inning. So the Giants go down quietly, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. Yeah, we had the wrong manager, Spencer, for the last tournaments. Hopefully, we've got the right manager now, but I don't see us lifting the trophy with Thomas Tuchel. But you never know. So see if Root can do his bit, get a shutdown inning. So if you're watching, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. Try and spread out this show as much as possible. Yeah, I actually think Thomas Tuchel is a good manager, and you know, it's funny because the chatter in England is different to the chatter in the US. In the US, you don't actually have any good, American-born managers. So you got Pochettino. Um, whereas in England, so many people are like, "You got to get an English manager. You got to have an English manager." Oh, and I'm pro having a foreign manager because I just want a winner. Just get me a winner. And Tuchel did win the Champions League, but I also don't see him being the guy that's going to lift us a trophy. So I would have liked a different foreign manager, but it's fine. As there's a strike to Alex Bregman, and it's owned one. 0-1 pitch here to Bregman is a curveball low. Good curveball there, but didn't get the chase. And it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch. There's a called strike. That time the curveball did catch bottom of the zone. Yeah, haven't won the World Cup for 60 years now. As that sinkers misses. It's painful. As 2-2 pitch is low. Careful, Bregman didn't chase it. Bregman, he's not chasing a couple of good curveballs, so I think you've got to go high up and in pitch here. Instead, he goes just to cut it in the middle of the zone and it's fouled off. Can't walk off the lead-off hitter. Tell you though, they made a joke of the World Cup this year. Expanded it to 48 teams. What are they doing? As a full count pitch is a line drive to Chapman. Chapman feels it, throws it across the diamond to Rafi Devers for out number one. And good job by Roop to throw strikes, make him make the play. And he couldn't. See, 20 years ago, Tim Lincecum was drafted to the Giants. And who would have known? Wha- What a pitcher Lincecum became. Two-time Cy Young Award winner. Didn't wasn't the most durable pitcher, as that pitch is inside and it's 2-0 to Ian Happ. But, for a short period of time there, he was definitely the most dominant pitcher in baseball. As 2-0 to Happ is a cutter in there right down the middle for a strike. 2-1 is low. Oh, how this team could do with a Tim Lincecum or a Matt Cain or a Mad Bum, like one of them. As 3-1 pitch to Happ, swung on and fouled. Sinker there, so it'll be another full count. Roupp's at 58 pitches now. So our hitting coach, sorry, Hunter Mentz was drafted in the same draft as Timmy. So payoff pitch again to Hap. There's a swing and a miss on the high cutter. So he's got to a couple of free ball counts, but he's got out of it. And that's the thing with Reap. He throws everything low. So even though that's only an 87-mile-an-hour cutter, still gets swing and miss because hitters aren't looking there at the top of the zone. As here's Suzuki. Suzuki fouls off the first pitch. Another cutter there by Root. I think, since you're asking how many years ago it was, so that would be 20 years. 2006 is when we drafted him. There's a close pitch called low. It was a strike, but the Giants went challenge. So it's 1-1 here to Suzuki, who takes outside. It's 2-1. So the 2-1 pitch to Suzuki. There's a ground ball to Adamas. Adamas moving to his left. We'll fire it over. One hop to Devers for the out. That will end the inning. We go to the top of the fifth, and we're still in a nothing deadlock. It'll be Chapman, Haas, and Gilberts at the bottom of the lineup for the Giants. So nothing. So Spencer, what do you think of this team then? I know you're not English, but you have good knowledge of football. So England have just named their first team for their first friendly. It's Pickford, John Stones, Mark Guehi, Harry Kane, Rashford, Henderson, Mainu, Rogers, Watkins, Jed Spence, and Jarrell Kwanzaa. So that's a three at the back there. Unless who's playing left back? Probably Kwanzaa then. I don't. Kwanzaa play left back? I don't know. Anyway, he's obviously these are the I don't really know what Tuchel's doing, but that'd be interesting. As it's nothing. What's Anthony Robinson done? The USA just scored against Germany, I see. So it's 1-1 between the US and Germany. That was a good goal, Spencer, if you wanna catch that. Anthony Robinson. It's a good player. He scored a good goal. As we are ready for the top of the fifth here. Yeah, Jed Spence is just the definition of an average player. So 108 to Chapman, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. As there's a close pitch. Called a ball. We're gonna get a challenge. And this one will be overturned because that was a strike and a good challenge there. Giants down to one challenge. The Cubs have got two. Yeah. No Spurs players should be in the England team. So it's 1-1 now to Matt Chapman, who takes high and in. Almost hit there in the same spot he was hit the first time. So 2-1 to Matt Chapman. Chapman checks his swing on a high pitch at 97, and it's 3-1. So after the 21 runs we scored yesterday between the two teams, I shouldn't say we, but scored between the two teams, as it's a full count now to Chapman. There's 0 today. They used it all up yesterday. You were a right back. See, Spencer, I was a goalkeeper. As the full count pitch to Matt Chapman is foul ball. He stays alive. He'll see another 3-2 pitch. I was always a goalie. I tell you, I got man of the match multiple times as well, even when I conceded, because that's how crap our team was. As Chapman, for a second, I thought he may have got hold of that one, but it's just a foul ball. Yeah, I would, you know, the defense that was in front of me was absolutely terrible, and so I had like a one-on-one every 10 minutes. As another 3-2 pitch to Chapman is would have been ball 4 as Chapman checked his swing, but it hit his bat and it remained a full count. But I love diving and making saves. Not not very technically gifted. As 3-2 pitch to Chapman, swung and a missed. That he chased there. That would have been ball 4. Instead, it's the first out and the 4 strikeout for Brown. So Chapman there chasing ball 4, not good. Giants have not had a leadoff hitter yet reach as hello here to Eric Haas, the backup catcher for the Giants, who takes a ball just outside and is 1-0. As that one is down and in, and it's 2-0. You were that good, you could have played high school, Spencer. Nice. You had to stick at right back. Well, as Haas fires that pitch off, and it's 2-1. I'm sure you um, were you an attacking right back or were you good at defending? That's what I was trying to say. Were you like a Trent Alexander-Arnold or you were defensive? As Haas chased a curveball there, and it's 2-2. So it's 2-2 to Eric Haas. 2-2 pitch to Haas. There's a ground ball. That will go to Bregman. Bregman will fire it across the diamond for the second out. Get more of a defender, yeah. Well, I think that's the most important thing, isn't it? In the amount of criticism Trent would get. See, it's Gilbert. Trent could not avoid criticism because he could not defend. And that's why I didn't make Thomas Tuchel's team. As Gilbert takes a curveball low, and it's a 1-0. Van Dijk's washed. Come on, Spencer. Van Dijk's washed. It's no longer good. As Gilbert takes a strike, fastball, and it's 1-1. As Gilbert takes a strike there, and it's 1-2. Perfectly painted in the outside corner. Van Dijk wouldn't even get into the Brentford team, Spencer, you see. I am only being sarcastic. As 1-2 pitch to Drew Gilbert is a curveball in the dirt again. Interesting, Canate went to Real Madrid. I'm surprised Real Madrid wanted to sign him. And we'll see how well he does. So it's 2-2 now to Gilbert. As Gilbert swings and misses for his second strikeout of the game, Giants can do nothing against Ben Brown today. And we go to the bottom of the fifth. Nothing, nothing. Who's going to score first? It feels like whoever scores first is going to win this game. And as we get closer to the Giants' bullpen, it makes me a little bit nervous. Yep. Cubs, their offense. I'm not actually going to say that. I'm not going to jinx anything. I already jinxed Landen Roupp once. I don't want to jinx him again, so I won't say that. The Giants, though, if they're going to rescue this season, you got to win this game. And you got to win tomorrow. Then you go home to Washington. You got to sweep them. Then you got to take 2 out of 3 against the Cubs again. That's what they got to do if we have any hope this season. What you can't do, lose today, lose tomorrow, only win 2 out of 3 against Washington. Me and you, Spencer, know what this Giants team's going to do, though. Spencer, I didn't say it. It doesn't count as a jinx if I didn't say it. I was going to say something more than just throwing balls. Apologies if I'm buffering, Spencer. It doesn't seem too bad on my end. But I wonder just with how far away we are from each other, if that's the reason. Maybe if you refresh the stream, that might fix it. As there's a pitch inside to Nico Horner. As that pitch is low, but called a strike, and we're going to get a challenge. Good challenge there. Yeah, they ain't. This team ain't winning 20 out of 30. They haven't got the pitching for it. So it's 2-0 now to Horner. Rupert 65 pitches. There's a strike, a sinker. That's 2 and 1. We'll see if Roop goes outside of the zone or he can fire another strike here. Again, he got in trouble last inning as there's a ground ball to Chapman again. Again, another player to Chapman. He fields it over to Devers. So Roopy's falling behind a lot of these hitters, but he is managing to get the outs. So that's out number 1 of the inning. And we're in a low scoring game here at Wrigley Field. As the 0 pitch is in there for a strike and it's 0-1. Um, Thomas Tuchel, he's flirted with a lot of jobs. He flirted with Man United, as that one's high and wide and it's 1-1. I think he was just desperate for loads of jobs. And then England offered him the job and he thought, yeah, that's a no-brainer for me. As there's a strike and it's 1-2. Pedro Ramirez, he's singled his first time up. He's batting 294. Never heard of him. Just 1 RBI, no home run, so he must have just been called up. As the 1-2 pitch by Roop is a close pitch, but just wide. It's 2-2. So 2-2 here. As 2-2 pitch is a high fly ball to left field. Schmitt going back. Schmitt just before the warning track will make the catch. And that's the second out. And who will be up to bat next? This is the complete opposite of yesterday. It's going to be, who's that? Bregman? No. Suzuki? Yes, it's no, it's Carson Kelly, sorry. As Kelly takes a strike at the bottom of the zone. Close pitch there. Ball went Roop's way, and there will be no challenge. There's a curveball in there for a strike. So Roop, he seemed to find the strike zone, as that's probably jinxed him again. And he'll throw 4 straight balls. 74 pitches for Roop. As the 0-2 pitch. Good 0-2 pitch there to change the eye level with the fastball. Did not get the chase though, but he set up a few pitches off that one. As a 1-2 pitch. Okay. I should not be saying these things. I always jinx them. This is 2-2. I said, "Oh, he's finally found the zone." And now he's thrown 2 straight balls as 2-2 pitch. There's a third straight ball. That was actually a good pitch, but no chase. So, full count here. Kelly, he will hit a ground ball. That one's fair. Chapman will field it. Chapman deep across the diamond there will make a nice play to end the inning. So it worked 4 straight balls, and Roop manages to get the ground ball there. We go to the top of the 5th. Schmidt, Devers, top of the 6th. Schmidt, Devers, Arise due up. You know what it was, Spencer? They heard enough of my song yesterday, and they thought, we can't have any more of that song. The Giants' offense is going to strike out all 3 times here. See, Spencer, this is what I do. Giants, they're not going to score a run the whole game. They're shit. They're going to do absolutely nothing. We won't even get another base runner. So nothing here. As if it's a battle of the bullpens, it's not a good battle for the Giants because Buster Posey's let them down. It wasn't that difficult to bloody, you know, think about this, Spencer. There's no way Buster Posey thought this bullpen was going to be good. He must have been restricted with money. Howard did not sign at least one. I would have been fine if you re-signed Rogers. And you know what's also funny, by the way? The hypocrisy of this fan base. Everyone wanted Tyler Rogers gone. The amount of people that said, "Oh, Rogers comes in the game." Um, do not start calling me Glenn. Did you watch Glenn last night, Spencer? By the way, what an absolute joke Glenn was doing last night. It's complaining about Bryce Eldridge. Oh, Bryce Eldridge, 2 home runs. It's batting 290. Can you complain? The guy's been like one of the best hitters in baseball, and he's going, "Oh, 290 Bryce Eldridge. He's only got 2 home runs. He's not a hitter." Oh. This is Casey Schmitt now. There's a strike to Casey Schmitt. It's 0-1 now to Casey Schmitt. Schmidt, did he swing at that pitch? Yes, he did. Uh, well, they've got 1-1. I actually looked away briefly, but it looked like he said a swing. I'll go with what they've got as at 1-1. As Schmidt takes high there, and it's 2-1. Yeah, bloody hell, yeah, bloody hell. Really, if you're going to be mad at anyone, it's Devers. That pitch is high, and it's 3-1. So it's 3-1 here to Casey Schmidt. Casey Schmidt hits one foul, and it's a full count. 3-1 here to 3-2 here to Schmidt. We'll see if he can get on and get the first leadoff base runner for the Giants. As 3-2 pitch to Schmidt is fouled off. It remains 3-2. As 3-2 pitch here to Casey Schmidt is a drive to centre field. That ball is going to be caught by PCA as he actually slowed himself before making the catch. And there's the first out of the inning. He thought the ball was going to just carry to him, and then he had to readjust and come sprinting in a little bit more. He made the catch. All right, Spencer, I'll be back in 10 seconds. So we're going to get a pitching change here. Ken Brown's day is done. He went at 5 1/3. No runs, so the Giants will be happy to see the back of him. As this game's flying by, only an hour and 23 minutes into this game. Right, Spencer, I'd say that was pretty quick. Don't know about you. I think that was 10 seconds if you were counting. It'll be Devers up now for the Giants. Probably going to a lefty if I had to guess to face Devers in a rise. Let's let's hope the Giants can get a few base runners because no base runners today. Really, I don't know where the Cubs bullpen ranks actually in terms of most effective bullpens. The Caleb Tillebar, who we saw yesterday, will come into the game. As Devers takes a wild hack and it's 0-1. As Devers takes a close pitch, but it's just outside and it's 1-1. As Devers, wild swing there by Rafi, and it's 1-2. So 1-2, two Devers. As Devers hits a high drive, right field. That ball is out of here. 1-0 San Francisco, and the Giants take the lead first as Devers hits a bomb, and that's what we like to see. Home run, Rafi Devers. 1-0 San Francisco. 1-0 good guys, baby. That's what we're talking about. That's the Devers we need. So now you've actually taken the lead, and I said whoever scores first, that'll be very important. And looky here, Rafi Devers. As a Rise takes a close pitch, it's called a ball. They're going to challenge it and win it here, the Cubs. So it's going to go 0-1. Yeah, so the Cubs challenge was successful. So Arise, it doesn't really matter what the count is to Arise. As Arise fouls that one off. Luis Arise batting 328. He's 1 for 2. Well, the song, they'll be coming out at the end of this inning. As the pitching change did work the treat for the Giants. As whoa, whoa, Luis Arise struck out. That's rarer than a Rafi Devers home run. As that will bring up Willie Adames. Look, Spencer. I won't say the 2002 Giants because they did make the World Series. This team's definitely not going to make the World Series. But there are a lot of home runs are being hit. As a wow, I'm shocked. No challenge there. That pitch was all in the zone. Called a ball. The Cubs didn't challenge. They got two left, and it's a 1-1. As Adames takes a called strike. Adames, is he going to challenge it? I think he may have tapped the head. We'll see if he got the challenge off in time. Um, the broadcast is just showing the Cubs dugout, so I'm guessing they did not challenge it. That actually, if he challenged it, he would have won that one, but he didn't. He definitely thought about it though. As a 1-2 pitch here to Willie Adames is swung and a miss to end the inning. So we'll go to the bottom of the sixth. But the Giants do have the lead now, thanks to the Rafi Devers home run. And it's time to get everybody's favourite song back out. Boom, boom, baseball.
When Liam streams your game, it's boom, boom, baseball. High, deep, and never coming back.
Yeah, so it's 1-0 here. Oh, really? They had loads of people juiced. Yeah. Richard, really, your opinion on the steroid era? I bet it was a whole lot of fun, Spencer. And how they can't put Barry Bonds into the Hall of Fame. Yeah, he did steroids, but the dude's still a Hall of Famer, whether he did steroids or not. Come on. Like, they need to grow up. But sadly, I don't think they ever will. So Root now with the lead. We'll see what Landen Roupp can do. As Pete Crow Armstrong hits a high drive to right field. If it's fair, it's gone, but it is foul. And so the Giants survive there. They could have almost answered straight away there. Instead, it was pulled foul, and it's 0-1. A loud first strike. As that Peter Armstrong was on that ball again, but he fouls it off, and it's 0-2. So 0-2 here. The Giants can Roop get through six without giving up a run. Bobby I've never heard of this dude, Spencer. I apologize. Bobby Estayaya. Estayaya as Peter Armstrong hits a high drive to right field. That ball is gone, and we're even, just like that. We're even. He almost did it in the first at bat, but he definitely does it in the third pitch. The first pitch, I should say. He definitely did it in the third pitch, and it is 1-1, just like that. So the Giants' lead lasted all of about 5 minutes. See, ugh, it's annoying that. He even gave you the warning sign as Conforto takes in Ches Chestayella. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Always open to learning about new guys as there's a strike to Conforto. As a Conforto takes a change up way in the dirt there. So the Giants' lead lasted mere minutes. As it's 3-1 now, and this always happens with Roop. He has these stupid innings where he just seems to lose it. Has 3-1 pitch here to Conforto. Well, he chased ball 4 there, and now leaving it at 3-2. As that one's in the dirt, and so there's a walk by Roop. Here we go. This is the inning where he all blows it. Gonna get a mound visit here. Why, Roop? Why? Your buddy you drove down to LA for a Giants Dodgers game, and we wound up staying at the same hotel as they were at. Wow, that's pretty amazing. That. Did you get to speak to them then, or you just saw them? Come on, Reap. As there's a strike as Haas tried to back pick the runner at first there from Forto. You were in a lift. Yeah, that. Well, the thing is, Spencer, right? Most English people call it a lift, but because I'm around Americans so much, I've always just called it an elevator. Um, but that is pretty cool. It's moments like that as well. You remember that for the rest of your life. In the same, that is amazing. As a swing and a miss by Michael Bush. Same elevator as Barry Bonds. Did you say anything, or did you just stand there and not want to disturb them? You couldn't get your words out. I bet. As that pitch is outside. It's 2-2 now. Come on, Reap, get a ground ball. He's had a few double plays today. As the runner goes and Haas drops it, and he has to hurry up, otherwise the runner could get to third. So Conforto's got a stolen base. No, your buddy was in the shower. No. I bet he wouldn't believe you then. He'd be like, "You're too right, you're in an elevator with Barry Bonds." As a full count pitch is swung and a miss by Michael Bush. Good change up there, and that'll be the first out. So here is Bregman, and Bregman takes a curveball in the dirt. Bregman's been taking curveballs all game. He obviously sees that pitch quite well. I would have pitched around Bregman actually here if I was Roop. As a Bregman hits a high drive left field foul, and that'll be a loud foul ball. Well, we know what happened last time there was a loud foul ball. In the same at bat, PCA hit a home run. Oh yeah, your mind goes blank. You're just focusing on Barry Bonds, as that's a foul ball by Bregman. as Bregman actually pops that one up. Devers going to the first base side, but that will be out of play. Looked like that may have stayed in play, but it ends up going out of play. And it remain 1 and 2. As Bregman swings and misses at that curveball, so a big second out there. There you go, shows you what I know. I would have been careful pitching to Bregman. He's had some good swings, but Root manages to get the strikeout there. Come on, Landon, can you get out the sixth? Just limiting it to one. As Vitello's actually going to come out here for a pitching change. As Roop's at 98 pitches. Knowing Landen Roupp, he will hate that. So Roop's day is done. He went 5 and 2/3, gave up 1 run. He is responsible for the runner at second base. But a good outing there, and Caleb Killian's going to come in. So this bullpen of unknown, Caleb Killian, is coming out. Is coming in, I should say. Can the Giants stay in this game? Well, they are good. Can the Giants remain tied? Again, Spencer. We talk about shutdown innings after you score, and the Giants unable to do that here. Yeah, so now it is actually a battle of the bullpens. So this is where it gets scary. This is where it gets a bit precarious with this bullpen. Reaping the game, I was feeling fine. Now I'm now it's iffy. As here's Caleb Killian. He's got a 3.58 ERA. That's been trending downwards. We'll see if he can keep the Giants tied in this game. Let's see your face. Ian Happ, who takes high, and it's 1 and 0. Big at bat here is the way the offense is played today. You do not want to go behind. As the 1-0 pitch to Happ is outside, and it's 2 and 0. Not exactly what you want to see from the bullpen. And Killian here coming in throwing 2 balls. Roop, knowing Roop and how he acts, he really would not have wanted to come out of this game. As Ian Happ hits a high fly ball to right field. That one could be in no man's land, and that one is going to be out of play, as the wind would have pushed that one out of play because that one was tracking towards landing in fair territory where no one could catch it. Instead, it finds foul land, and it'd be 2 and 1. So Roop, 98 total pitches. The 3 walks again from Roop. If you could just avoid the walks, that's the next evolution in his career. As I said at the start of the game, as 2-1 pitch here to Ian Happ is low. Come on, Killian. Find the zone. You do have a base open, so you don't have to give in here with a fastball down the middle. As a 3-1 pitch is low. Ugh. Yeah. So the first batter the bullpen faces is a walk. Yeah. As a there's a ground ball. That one's going to be stopped by Damas, and it's going to be bases loaded. A good play there by Willie to stop the ball getting into the outfield, and that will stop a runs from scoring. Yeah, he couldn't get the out, but that is actually a good play by Willie Adamas. In a season full of errors, that was a good play. Yeah, and the bases are going to be loaded. So Killian's came in and shut the bed. Yeah, it's going to be Nico Horner here. Oh my God. Can we throw a freaking strike, please? There's 1-0 to Nico Horner. 1-0 pitch here to Nico Horner. Killian fires. That's a high drive to right field. That one, it could be in the gap. No, it's not. As Jung Hoo Lee comes to make the catch. And the Giants survive. Killian, shaky, but he gets through it. As me and you, Spencer, were probably both fearing the worst there. With this Giants team, as they're playing right now, if it was a week ago, that would have been a grand slam. Where they're playing right now, they survive. As we go to the top of the seventh, and it's 1-1. So both teams score one in the inning. Um, yeah, I'm not going to play the home run song. I've decided the home run song is only for the Giants for now. Um, or unless they're getting blown out, then I'll play it. But in these sorts of games, I'm not doing a song for the Cubs. You can piss off, Cubs. We ain't doing a song for you. Saving that for the Giants. Yeah, thank God. But I'm still not confident with this bullpen. It's a battle of bullpen, and the Giants are probably the worst bullpen in the league. So I put our odds at about 30% we're going to win this game. As Glenn would say, they're going to need that four-leaf clover. They're going to need a bit of luck. Just 2 hits today for the Giants, and that's Devers and Arise. As Devers hit his 8th home run of the year. I mean, Devers only 8 home runs so far. Not great. As Lee takes a strike. Lee's hitting streak is in jeopardy. He should have 2 more at bats, though, you would say. Unless the Giants go down in order. As Jacob Webb comes into the game. As Lee takes outside. So it's a 1-1 to Jung Hoo Lee. As Lee hits a ground ball, that one's going to get through. So Jung Hoo Lee's hitting streak continues. And that's 2 weeks worth of hitting streaks for the hooligan. Good start to the inning. Yeah, so That's a 14-game hitting streak, as their broadcast says, but, we don't need I don't need the broadcast to know that, I know that myself. It's, you know, Mr. Genius over here. So good start, that brings up the kid, Bryce Eldridge. As Eldridge takes his strike, a curveball in there, that just came back down and clipped the bottom of the zone. Eldridge 0 for 2 today, as Eldridge takes a change up there low. Good take there by Bryce, that one looked like a strike for a while. As Eldridge hits one off his foot, that looks painful. Gonna be 1 and 2. As Eldridge takes high and outside, and it's 2 and 2. As Bryce Eldridge, ooh, he just missed that one. That was almost a two-run home run. That one is fouled away. That was close. As Eldridge strikes out this time. Unlucky Bryce. Good fast one the outside corner there. Look, I can live with Bryce Eldridge striking out. The guy is a strikeout hitter. Um, and teams are going to adjust. Okay. Success is not linear. It's gonna it's gonna go up, down, up, down. So they'll adjust to him. He'll have to adjust to them as Chapman takes a strike. It's 0-1 to Eldridge as that one's high. Webb is the pitcher. As the 1-1 pitch to Matt Chapman is a foul ball. Ooh, close. Down the third base line. Chapman was off sprinting, but it did go foul. Close. Don't know. I'm not Glenn Spencer because I'm feeling positive for some reason. Maybe I'm just in a good mood. But the 1-2 pitch here to Chapman is fouled off. It remains 1 and 2. This team shouldn't make you positive. In fairness, Spencer, today Bryce Edge struck out. I think he struck out like 25% of the time. It's not actually as much as I thought. I thought he was going to strike out over 30%. Oh, it's nearly 3. Well, I expected him to strike out over 3 in every 10 at bats. Because in the minor leagues, he was striking out 30% of the time. So you'd think that would increase. As a 1-2 pitch hit to Matt Chapman is outside. We'll see if Lee tries to steal a base. I mean, the guy's grandson of the wind, but he's also bloody Mr. Foreign when it comes to stolen bases. Could be, as that pitch is low, and Lee goes, and Lee is safe. So Jung-Hoo Lee, the grandson of the wind, with his first stolen base this season. I do not believe it. Oh my god, guy can steal. He actually stole a base. As Chapman takes inside, and that's a walk. So the runners at first and second. You know, Spencer, you can keep calling him Crapman, and rightly so, because he's been Crapman for the whole season, apart from the past week. Um, when he makes a crap play, I'll call him Crapman. But he walked there, so he's Matt Chapman for now. As Eric Haas comes up. Haas. Luckily for the Cubs, it's the bottom of the lineup, but we'll see. That pitch is way high. Base hit here would give the Giants the lead. As Haas takes a wild hack, and it's 1-1. As 1-1 pitch to Haas is a drive to right field. Can Suzuki find it? He's lost it in the sun, has he? He's going to make the catch, though. Thought he may have lost that one in the sun, but he does make the catch. He was batting in the sun there. So that's out number 2. And then now it'd be down to Drew Gilbert. So Gilbert's over 2 with 2 strikeouts. He'll be happy Ben Brown is no longer in the game. As there's a called strike with the curveball. A1 pitch to Gilbert. There's a drive to right field. The ball is not going to go very far, though. As Suzuki makes second consecutive catch to end the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's still 1-1. And now it's over to the Giants bullpen to respond with a scoreless inning of their own. And as it's a 7th inning stretch, hit the song, baby, on Jolly Good Takes. All right. We're ready for the bottom of the 7th. Caleb Killian is in. As it's 0-1 here to Ramirez. 1-1. 0-2 to Ramirez. Bottom of the seventh here at Wrigley Field. The rain it showed up for a little bit, but the sun's out now. Who's going to win this close game? As the 0-2 pitch is a that was the best 0-2 pitch you'll ever see. No, I'm only joking. It was way high. It's 1-2. As the 1-2 pitch to Ramirez is fouled off. Azeze swing and a miss at a really high fastball at 97. Uh, look, I wouldn't have said that was a great pitch by Killian, but he got the swing and miss. So, great pitch, Killian, right there for the first out of the inning. Very much feels like Keaton Wynn is the new high leverage ninth inning guy. As there's a foul ball. As that pitch is down and away. Not a bad slider there, but didn't get the chase by Carson Kelly. As there's a pitch just down and in. Good take there by Kelly. And it's 2-1. We'll see who the Giants decide to pitch in the eighth if it's 1-1 after seven. There's a high pup. Adamas going back. Now Schmitt coming in. Who's going to catch it? Adamas does catch it there. The communication there looked a bit shaky, but the catch was made. Adamas is just staring down Schmidt, and Vitello is going to come out here. So we won't even have to look and wait for the eighth inning, as we're going to see who he brings in now. Who is Tony Vitello going to bring in now? As Caleb Killian looks shaky in the sixth, but two quick outs in the seventh here, and him and Vitello are having a laugh. As the shitty Giants broadcast won't show me who they're bringing in. Classic. So we'll have to wait now. One here. It's Saturday night baseball in the UK. Saturday midday baseball if you're on the west coast of America. And if someone's watching from Japan, because I see the analytics and there's a you're a person that tunes in from Japan, and God knows what the time is in Japan. Middle of the morning in Japan. I need to change it. It's top of the eighth, by the way. Spencer, you'll be on my case if I don't change it. So changing it now. I see some other streams where they have it automatically change it for them, but it just doesn't look as good. So, 5:24 a.m. in Japan. Actually, maybe some people wake up. Here's bloody Eric can't throw strike Miller in the game. Oh no. No, 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 no. Not Eric can't throw strike Miller. As Pete Curry Armstrong goes to bunt. Oh, he's not even close to the zone. He's not even close to the zone. Get this guy out already. What are we bringing can't throw strike Miller in for? God. 2-0. There's a line drive. There's a base hit. Why are we bringing in can't throw strike Miller? This guy is crap. Oh my God. It's not. I'm an idiot. Idiot. I'm an idiot. It's not even the top of the eighth. I'm an idiot, Spencer. I, my brain completely lapsed there because there was a break. I thought, oh yeah, it's top of the eighth. No, it was bloody pitching change. Right, fixed it. Ugh, what are we doing? Tony Vitello, what are you doing? Highway pitch here. Bloody pass ball now by Haas. And the runner gets the second. Don't do this. Can't throw strike Miller. 1-0. Swung on and missed by Amaya. They're pincher to Miguel Amaya, by the way. You can't use Eric Miller in a high leverage situation. The guy stinks. As that pitch is low and it's 2-1. He can't throw a strike. Can't throw a strike, Miller. What are we doing here, Tony? No reason this dude should be in a high leverage situation. 2-1 pitch is fouled. It's 2-2. I can't believe we're bringing this dude in. As we're going to get a pitcher step off here. Oh, you can't do this. You can't bring in Miller. Exactly, Spencer. There is no reason this guy should be in the major leagues. He's worse than Ryan Walker. 2-2 is a hit batter. So Eric Miller hits the batter now, and it's going to be runners at first, second. Brilliant. Can't throw a strike. Miller is choking this game away. What are we doing? Cleaning. Yeah. If you want to be that aggressive, feel free to be that aggressive. God, if they choke this as a Alcantara is going to come in for Amaya here as a pinch runner. It's not that difficult, Spencer. We should not be bringing in Miller. Huh. Lose. I actually do call it Lou, actually, a bit. It's more women that call it a Lou, but I'd call it a Lou sometimes. As there's a swing and a miss by Bush. Don't know why Bush is even swinging because that ball was way in the dirt. The guy doesn't throw strikes, Bush. Come on. Exactly, Spencer. What's he swinging at? The guy doesn't throw strikes. As he checks his swing, because he doesn't throw strikes. All you have to do is be patient, and he'll throw you a fastball. 1-1. As there's a little check swing. That one is going to be a soft ground ball. Adamas can't throw it, and the runner's gonna hold, and it's gonna be bases loaded. Oh, for God's sake, get Miller out the game. Now you have the opportunity because he's given up 3 straight base runners because he can't throw a strike. Miller, you don't take him out of this game, I swear to God. The guy can't throw strikes. Why are we not taking him out of the game? It's Bregman. Oh, for God's sake, Tony. Take this clown out of the game. He can't throw strikes. Bases loaded here. In the dirt. He can't throw a strike. What are we doing? The bullpen sucks. Why are we not making a pitching change? I swear to God. 1-0 pitch. It's a strike. It's 1-1. What are we doing? It's not that difficult. He's faced 3 batters now. Get him out. 1-1 pitch. In the dirt. It's not even close. It's not even a close pitch. What are we doing? He's going to walk in the run. Yeah, he's hiding pitches on his phone. He's like, you better pitch me. 2-1 pitch. It's fouled off. That was ball 3. 2-2. You better get out this, Miller. 2-2 pitch here is fouled out of play. He actually threw a strike there. I don't know why they ever swing at these pitches. 2-2 pitch. There's a line drive, just foul. He was almost on that, Bregman. What are we doing here? You know he's going to get a base hit. You already know it. 2-2 pitch here to Alex Bregman. He struck him out! Would you believe it? I've always believed in you, Eric Miller. What a pitcher! That's what I'm talking about. What a giant. One of the best Giants relievers of all time. He is absolute class. Wow. What a great pitcher. What a move by Tony Vitello there. He knew absolutely everything he was doing there. Wow. Great idea there by Tony Vitello to keeping him. That worked a treat. Bloody lucky son of a thingy. Jesus. How many times do we have to see Miller before they're gonna realise the guy can't throw strikes? The guy last year, he had like a less than a 2 ERA before he got injured. If you go and look at his expected ERA, it was over 4. He got lucky last year. Well, on to the 8th inning. Let's just push that one behind us, and we're still tied at this game. and we can go for our fourth win in a row. We'll be very lucky. Don't be an idiot again. And you should have taken him out. You got away with it. You should have taken him out. And Casey Schmitt will lead off the inning. Got to calm down as Schmidt swings and misses. They one here to Schmidt, not his best game. So he swings and misses again at a change-up. His own two. Good change-up there. Webb is staying in the game for the Cubs. Couple of players warming up. Palencia, their closer, is warming up. As Schmidt just fouls that pitch off. Only positive is I have got their closer in fantasy. So if we do lose, then that's the only positive. But I'd much rather win. Devers is on deck as Schmidt takes down and in. As a 1-2 pitch to Schmidt is a high fly ball to right field. That ball is going to be pushed into foul territory, and it'll remain 1-2. 1-2 pitch to Schmidt is a little bloop shot to right, but that will hold up for Suzuki, even though the wind was pushing it in for the first out. So 1 out here. Giants have done absolutely nothing since their Devers home run. As here is Devers. He takes outside. How about a 2 home run game from Devers? That'll be the fourth player with 2 home runs in a game this series for the Giants. As the 1-0 pitch to Devers is a high fly ball. Suzuki and Armstrong coming in for it. Armstrong's going to make the catch for out number 2. A high fly ball right into the sun there. So, 1-1. Now bring up Luis Arise. Arise takes a ball there high. Arise with the single in the first inning, hasn't done anything since. When the wind's blowing in, Luis Arise, it has no chance of hitting a home run. 'Cause there's a strike. The wind's actually swirling. So it's 1-1 here to Luis Arise. As he hits a ground ball, that one's going to go to Michael Bush, who's going to flip it over to Webb, who steps on first base, and that will end the inning. And the Giants go down quietly, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, I changed it to the top of the 8th at 1-1, and it actually almost wasn't 1-1 going into the top of the 8th. I remember you saying that now, Spencer, yeah. You did say 2-1. And I gotta say, you're more right than I am on these streams. I can, let me see if I can, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, let me see if I can, find that. I'm wondering if there's, you know how Eric can, display messages? I'm gonna see as a there's a high pitch, as a that pitch is low. Oh my god, Eric Miller is still in this game. What are we doing? What are we doing? There's a strike and it's 2 and 1. There's a drive to centre field. Gilbert was coming in, going back, coming in. He'll make the catch. Why is Eric Miller still in this game? Are we trying to lose? Bloody hell, Vitello, now you're coming out. You should have came out 2 batters ago. You should never have brought him in. Like, Keaton Wynn's coming in here. I like Keaton Wynn, but that means he's gonna give up a home run because I know how this story goes. But I did find your message. I don't know how to display messages, Spencer. I'm not tech. I know I'm young, but I'm not tech really savvy. Um, yeah, I just can't. Anyway, gonna get a pitching change here. As I'm just messing around with some of these stuff, seeing what I can do here. But as it's 1-1 here. Will the Giants choke this? As Keaton Wynn is coming into the game, let's not stuff this up, Gigantes. There's a strike to Seiya Suzuki. Suzuki's been like main character of this game because he's been bloody everywhere. He's own one, and that pitch is actually a strike but called a ball, and it's 1-1. Giants do have a challenge remaining, but they didn't challenge that. As that pitch to Suzuki's close again, but called a ball, and it's 2-1. Come on, Keaton win. I'm a Keaton win believer. As there's a line drive to Adamas. Adamas probably misread that bit, but he managed to make the play. And yeah, it's 2 down. I don't know. Adamas there, he made the play, which is most important, but that wasn't great by him. As here's Nico Horner, and he takes way outside. Eric Miller was pitching right there. As there's a high pop up. Devers going back. The wind will probably blow this one out, as it has been doing all day. Any pop up has just been blowing out. As 1-1 pitch, that is a strike, but called a ball. Heat and Win getting squeezed here. As 2-1 pitch to Hornet is that one is definitely a ball. It's 3-1. 1-1 game here at Wrigley. As 3-1 pitch is fouled off Horner's foot, and he goes on his knees in pain. So a full count to the shortstop today for the Cubs. Keaton Win. Ground ball to Adamas. This one, Adamas moving to his left. We'll fire it to Devers for the out. And yet, we are tied at 1-1 going into the bottom of the ninth. Adamas, Lee, and Eldridge due up for the Giants. Keaton Win's the pitcher I feel most comfortable with in their whole bullpen. Yeah, hopefully it does end 2 on good guys. You know, I don't. It's in my own world there. Right, we're ready for the ninth inning here. So Daniel Palencia, 198 ERA, actually 250 opponent average, which isn't great for a pitcher. We'll see if the Giants can do any damage here. As Adamas check swings the first pitch, but he was in the zone and it came off his bat and it'd be a strike. There was two strikes in one there. Dude Palencia. Come on, Adamas, help out my fantasy team at least. 0-1 pitch is way high. Ha! It was so high and it got to the net and a fan bloody thought that I was gonna hit them. She acted like, "Oh, shit." She thought it was gonna hit her. And the husband was laughing like crazy as that pitch was way high. Adamas almost signed it though, but he didn't, and it's 2-1. Adamas 0 for 3 today as he swings and misses at a fastball at 99 miles an hour there, and he'll use his timeout here. Jung Lee's on deck. If Adamas doesn't reach, then I'd get Jung Lee to bunt. Well, I'd actually get Jung Lee to bunt either way. As a 2-2 pitch here to a Willie Adamas is way in the dirt, and it's a full count to the Giants shortstop. Giants looking to win 5 in a row. As a 3-2 pitch by Palencia is a called strike 3. A hanging splitter there. Adamas won't challenge it because it was a strike. So Adamas is gone. And still, if I'm Jung Lee, I'm getting Lee to bunt. Play some small ball. If they're giving him the bunt, I'm getting Jung Lee to bunt. 0-0 to Jung Lee, who takes a fastball way high. One 0 to Jung Lee. He fouls that one off. As Harry Kane scored for England. Up the England. No, it's only a friendly. We don't care. But 1-1 here to Jung Lee. As that pitch, he's got some large misses, Palencia. His command's a bit shaky. I mean, the pitch he struck Adamas at was a hanging splitter. Eldridge is on deck. Oh, Spencer, the mighty England fans. As Jung Lee hits a base hit to left field. So the winning run is on base. Well, the go-ahead run, I should say, because we're not in the bottom of the ninth. New Zealand, the mighty footballing nation of New Zealand. Most hits in a 9-game span, Jung Lee, 22, only behind Willie Mays at 23. Buster Posey's on that list as well. As Eldridge takes a close pitch, but it's a ball and it's 1-0. See if Jung Lee tries to steal a base again. Yeah, the good Kiwis. Actually, England are playing them in the cricket as well at the moment. As Eldridge hits a sharp ground ball, that one's going to be a base hit, and Lee should be able to get to third here as he's flying to third base. It's going to be runners at the corners, one out here for the Giants. So Eldridge there with a base hit. And this is where you love Luisa Rise. Said it's going to be Matt Chapman. So big moment for Matt Chapman here. Can he really change the Giants season? So Eldridge is going to come out of the game and they're going to pinch run. So Eldridge's day is done. He gets a nice hit on the head. We need to score, yes. Jonah Cox comes in the game. I'd expect Jonah Cox to get a steal here. I think Jonah Cox, with his speed, they're not going to throw it over to second base and risk Lee coming home. So this could be a big moment for Gary Pettis, the Giants' third base coach. As Hector Borg, would have sent Lee there. Did Jordan Alvarez just hit a grand slam? Because I've got him in fantasy and I'm playing top. So get in there. Come on, Jordan. Come on. Carry me to victory. Also, Spencer, the Knicks are winning 2-0. Could New York finally win the NBA title? The New York sports team actually win something. So, Chapman with the most important at bat of the game right here. 1-1. Chapman, as the runner goes, they do throw it over to second base, but Jonah Cox steals it. And it'd be runners at second and third. I thought for sure they weren't going to do a throw. It was actually close. But Jonah Cox with the speed there beats that out. Giants have actually got a couple of steals this game. As we're going to get a review. Oh, the Giants. Chapman actually challenged the pitch there to see if it was a strike, and it was a ball. So it was a strike even. So the Giants are out of challenges now. That's a stupid challenge. Yeah, that is. Yeah, we're out of the double play. Good point, Spencer. Just put the ball in play. 0-1 to Chapman. Valencia fires. That's inside. This is the thing, Chapman. Why do we waste a challenge now? This is a 1-1. It's 1-1 in a 1-1 game. Valencia in the windup. His pitch is a drive by Chapman to centre field. Pete Crow Armstrong will make the catch. Lee is going to tag. Lee is going to score. And the Giants go up 2-1 in the top of the ninth here by a sac fly by Matt Chapman. Good at bat by Matt Chapman there. So the Giants take the lead in the ninth. They managed to hold on, Spencer, and and they win 2-1. You have actually called this. As here's Eric Haas. Haas takes inside, and it's 1-0. You know what? To me, this is more entertaining than the game yesterday. It's the same in football, right, Spencer? Look, you love winning 4-0, but if you can win the close games, I know it's not over yet. If you can win the close games, it feels so much better. So let's hope the Giants can hold on here. As Haas takes way up and in again. It's 2-0. You know, there's something about winning close games. Oh, yeah, with our bullpen, a 5-run lead ain't really safe in the bottom of the ninth. As Haas takes a strike and it's 2-1. That one was right down the middle, but it was a slider. So good at bat there by Chapman. 2-1 pitch here to Haas. There's a drive to left field. That ball is going to be caught though by Ian Happ as it was hit straight at him. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. Good guys take the lead. We'll see if they can hold on. We'll see if Win stays in to close the game as well. Hit that one hard, Hass. He found he just lined it straight to Hap there in left field. So we'll see. Was he? I know Hawk Harrelson was famous for saying, "He gone, he gone." I didn't know he said good guys. That's where that came from. I just knew he said he gone. All right. Keaton wins, staying in the game. Win for the win to win 5 in a row. Was he? Yeah. Too much of a homer. Right. Gilbert goes to left, and Cox is in centre field. As here is Ramirez, who takes outside, and it's 1-0. Giants are looking to hold on for the win here. There's a strike, and it's 1-1. Ramirez, Kelly, and PCA due to bat as the 1-1 pitch is high, and it's 2-1. Mhm. 2-1 pitch to Keaton win. There's a line drive. That one's going to be picked by Rise. He throws it over to Devers. Nice play there by Luisa Rise. So that's the first out of the inning. One down. Two to go. As that pitch to Carson Kelly is high, and it's 1-0. Kelly 0 for 3 today. Giants wanted to be 0 for 4. As Kelly hits a high fly ball foul. That one may be off the roof of the stadium. So it's 1-1 here. There's a line drive. Adamas will make the catch though. And that's a second out. For a second, I thought he was going to get by him, but he made the catch. 2 down for the Cubs. That will bring up PCA, who has scored the only run for the Cubbies. 3 for 4 today, PCA. It's not over yet. Crowds on their feet as Peter Armstrong swings and hits a high drive right field. That ball is gone and we are tied. And that is what happens when you do not get a closer. The second home run for Pete Crow Armstrong today. I can't believe it. Oh, you have got to be kidding. 2-2. Oh, there goes a Giants win. There goes your prediction. I'm gonna get a mound visit here. Oh, that's why you need a closer, right? As good as Keaton Wynn's been. 'Ballesteros. There's a strike. Ah, I thought the Giants were heading for 5 in a row there. Who knows where this game goes now? 'Cause there's another strike right down the middle. 0-2 is high. That's 1 and 2. Well, this may be the first extra inning game, though, I've streamed. If we wanna look on the, as there's a strikeout, so yeah, we go to extra innings. So this will be the first time we go to extra innings. God damn it. We're gonna lose in extra innings now. You already know it. God dang it. Good thing it's, good thing this is not a late starting game because I can live with, it free baseball, it's fine. If it was bloody 6 AM, then the game went from 3 AM to 6 AM and extra innings, that's a different story, but it's only 10 o'clock here, so that's fine. And I get to spend more I get to spend more time with you, Spencer, so it's all good. So Ryan Rollison, who's, got 2.61 ERA, so he'll be better. I said, let me put the ghost runner on. As we're ready for the top of the 10th, Eric Haas batting, will be the ghost runner, sorry. So another player with a home run game in this series. This time it's for the Cubs. So here's Berrakoto, who's going to pinch hit for Gilbert. Berrakoto swings and misses. This is going to be an absolute disaster. I think I don't mind it in the regular season. It's good they didn't bring it to the playoffs, though. As a Berrakoto swings and misses again, so he's not going to be able to advance the runner. Yeah, as there's strike three called because Berrakoto had not got a clue of that at bat. Ugh, yeah, we're going to lose. You blew it. Terrible right back there by Berrakoto. He swung at the two balls, took the strike. Ah, Buddy bloody Kennedy now. So we'll see what Buddy shit Kennedy can do. Guy no one cares about. See, he doesn't actually swing at a ball for once. The 1-0 here as a pitcher step off there as he looks back at the runner. Yeah, if we don't score here, we won't hold on. That's for sure. 1-0 pitch here to Buddy Kennedy is fouled, and it's 1-1. Oh, I've accepted defeat now. Yeah. Unless Rafi can do something. Gary Pettis, yeah, maybe he'll have a big decision to make. At least it's not Hector Borg, as the 1-1 pitch is a ball. Yeah. 2-1. Giants have blown this. As there's a swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. We've also got Berrakoto and Buddy Kennedy with bloody at bats. That's great, isn't it? Wow, we're definitely going to score with those guys, bloody at bats, aren't we? 2-2 to Buddy Kennedy. Doesn't strike out as he takes low. Thought he was going to strike out. So it's a full count now. Full count. Did it go? No. Okay. Well, that's a walk. The reason I take that is if Devers doesn't hit into a double play, then you get Luis Ariz with his contact skills when you need a base hit. Good at bat there by Buddy Kennedy in the end, as Devers takes in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Okay, okay, more saying positive vibes now. 1-0 to Devers, who hit a solo home run in the top of the sixth. 1-0 pitch to Devers is in the dirt. Well, it's down and away, almost in the dirt. It's 2-0. All right, now we're talking. He's got to come in the zone now. He's got to come in the zone to Devers, who's your best. Well, he should be your best hitter. As a 2-0 pitch is just fouled, and it's 2-1. Damn it! I thought he was going to get that. That was a pitch to hit. 2-1 pitch here to Devers. He swings and misses, and it's 2-2. Come on, Rafi. That was a hanging sweeper. You're getting paid $30 fucking million. You gotta be able to bloody hit that, bro. Oh my god, what we're doing, Rafi? Fast, we're right down the fucking middle. And we're just caught looking at it for Christ's sake. 2 outs now. Bloody hell. Just looking at that stupid twat. Arise, takes high and in. Right, it's down to the one guy that can actually hit. He's 1 for 4 today, Luis Arise. What is he going to do? Oh, don't. Fucking shit Devers because he can't fucking swing it as fast down the fucking middle. 1-0 pitch to Arise. He swings and misses. Well, I don't know. Does it mean he's 35 years old just taking a strike down the middle? All I know is it's fucking shit. As the bad language is coming out now because I'm bloody getting annoyed now because we're going to blow this. 1-1 to Arise. He swings and misses again. 1-2. He's looking to strike out the side here. 1-2 pitch to Luis Arise is fouled off. Even Arise has struck out today, so if he struck out again, I mean, it's rare to see him swing and miss twice. 1-2 pitch to Arise is in the dirt. It's 2-2. 2-2 here. Luis Arise, the pitch is fouled off, and it remains 2-2. Emergency swing there. As 2-2 pitch is a weak ground ball up the middle. They're going to step on second base, and we've fucking blown it. We've blown this game. The Cubs get out the inning. What a shit show this bullpen is because they've cost us this one as well. Game over. It's game over, Spencer. Game over. We're not coming back. What a shit show. Can't score the bloody ghost runner. Couldn't even get him to third base. What a joke. Bottom of the 10th, they'll bloody walk it off first bloody batter. Or Bregman will walk it up because he struck out with the bases loaded last time, so he'll make up for it. GG, game over. Wow, we've blown it. What a choke job. 1 out away, and now we're gonna lose. Couldn't even advance the bloody runner to third. Hi, Anthony. What's up? It's only 10 o'clock. It's actually early for here. For God's sake. This is what happens when you don't sign a closer. It goes to shit. How many times are we gonna get pissed over because we don't have a bloody closer? Yeah. I had a feeling you were joking, Anthony. Well, this game, yeah, you've joined for the end of the game because Keaton win, who I actually like, but there's just no closer on this team. So who's gonna be the pitcher for the Giants? It's gonna be Sam Henches. Well, we'll see if he can do a miracle. Yeah. Bloody Hentages is in. This team's a joke. This team actually may have been a little bit respectable if they actually had a bullpen. We're only 5 games under 500 if we had a bullpen, which is still not good, but as the 0 pitch here, we're gonna get walked off. That's a strike, but, we don't challenge it. Oh, we do challenge it. Okay. Okay, good challenge there. We do have a challenge 'cause, it's the 10th inning, by the way. That was actually a good challenge, since the other 2 challenges were bloody crap. Well, A1, it's gonna take a miracle. That one's outside. It's 1 and 1. Yeah, we actually had a good challenge. That is a miracle. So 1-1 here, this team. Oh, I was feeling good as well. They were just starting to go on a nice roll, and then they go and ruin it as that ball's fouled off and it's 1 and 2. Getting in a little groove, thinking, "Oh, here we go. Team's finally turning it around." But no. So both times the Giants scored, they've conceded the inning after. As 1-2 to Bush. It's in the dirt. Bush beer, 2-2. How about we get a bloody Bush strikeout? Let's hope he bats like he's drunk. 2-2 pitch here to Bush. It's a line drive. Base hit for Michael Bush. Berrakoto can't even get the ball, and we're gonna lose. Berrakoto can't even pick up the fucking ball, and we've lost. And we deserve to lose. Oh my god. Shit show. The bullpen collapses again. I mean, they didn't actually give up that many runs, but they can't hold on to a 1-run lead because we don't have a closer, we don't have a setup man. We brought in Eric bloody Miller, where we got lucky he didn't give up a run, and then Barracoto can't pick up a bloody ground ball. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me, Anthony. That is bloody annoying. I was starting to feel good about the Giants, and then they go and shit the bed. As Pete Armstrong went 4 for 5 with 2 home runs, and the Cubs win. I didn't even I didn't even have the ghost runner on for that inning. You come on, you've got to pick that ball up and at least make them make the play. I think they were going to hold Swanson at third base as well, so you just gave it to them, all because of a stupid little bobble. So the first batter, Michael Bush, got the base hit. The Giants will not sweep this series, so they will still be the only team in baseball without a sweep. What a joke. Anthony and Spencer, take care to you both. See you tomorrow because the Giants are playing Sunday Night Baseball. Until then, goodbye.
Thank you, thank you. See you next time. It was a blast. That's all for today. Join me next time on Jolly Good Takes.